standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Arizona Cardinals and the Minnesota Vikings. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25.
Let's go. Quick, yellow. Check white. Check go.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Complete, Jefferson the target. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 3rd and 1. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And now Tua going to try and sneak it. And, boy, that's going to be close. He didn't get much at all there, but he got the first. Looked like they might have held him defensively, but the referee signals it will be a first down.
But when you do call quarterback sneak, you don't mind if your quarterback's a little bit on the vertically challenged side, do you? Because he's just going to hide behind his big guys up front and be able to surge forward and pick up the first down.
Now this time, Tua's going to throw it. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. The Vikings had 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they took the tough loss in the opener, CD, but since then they've rebounded to win 2 straight.
And that's exactly what you want to see from your team early on, how they can bounce back from adversity. The Week 1 loss, that absolutely stung. But how about how hard they've worked in the couple of weeks since, and now they're moving back in the right direction.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Tua going to throw. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
I bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
Down.
And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. A quick throw here out to Brown. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just working the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's Murray. Over the middle, complete. That's Moore. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. This defense for the Vikings, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
There's a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win.
Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now left side on the swing pass, and he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw complete to Reagor. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On first down, Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Open man. He's got Jefferson across the formation. Touchdown, Vikings! CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, and here's Murray. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Murray getting this out wide to Hopkins.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Hopkins, a man in motion right. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down.
Well, that play seemed well scouted defensively. They collapsed everything inside. Nowhere to go in the quarterback sneak. Now it's going to bring up 4th down.
They're going to run. Here's Connor. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. So they give it up just on their side of midfield. And, yeah, I mean, a surprising decision there to go for that.
Must have a lot of confidence in his defense. Must feel like, hey, we're in great shape here because our defense can hold them because they're really outside of field goal range now, all right, the opposite team. So if you hold them here, you haven't given up any points. You may give up a punt and you're pinned down a little bit. But must have thought it was an okay spot to go for it and decided to be aggressive.
From the 41, Tua. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
The Vikings on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Brandon Ayuk, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. And he just did get those feet in there on the side of the end zone. Well done.
Probably the exact size foot necessary, because I think if he had another half size, that catch doesn't count. And he's able to get it in, and it counts for a touchdown.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. From the 31, Murray. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. Finds his running back, James Conner. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. Murray now to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now Murray again. And the catch made by Hopkins. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A Cardinal first down, Murray to Hopkins.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Going right back to DeAndre Hopkins. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Now Murray off play action. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Murray now. Forced out to his left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Tackle made there by Budda Baker. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half. I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Murray again. This is Connor. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Throwing now is Murray. got a man. It's McBride complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is Connor. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength.
And you'd think on 3rd down, they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they called the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
And you can see in the next-gen stats, that one 62 yards in the air. They'll try and run it here. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved down from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
2 and now on 1st down. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They run it again with Cook. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Here we go.
On second down, Cook. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Let's go.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Cook up the gut. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with career touchdown number 75. And the Vikings will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Joseph connects on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it up, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out, and a 5-yard penalty. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. To throw is Murray. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
This run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to pass. Tua. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big pickup of 38. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
On play action, here's Tua. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Tua Tagovailoa. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Vikings are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film section in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. Now Murray. He finds Hopkins complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. On play action, it's Murray. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring it down. It's Ross Blacklock who earns the sack.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Andrew Booth puts it off. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost like the game believed their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Buda Baker with a pick. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Murray. This is taken in by McBride. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Murray now to throw. It's complete to Hopkins. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Had the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
To throw, it's Murray. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Cardinals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. The Cardinals say they have it. They do. Arizona recovers. So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are 2 very tough things to do.
Takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it, it costs him. The kicking team gets the football here. Play action. Now it's Murray. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Here's Murray. And now here's another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me, because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up fourth.
Greg Joseph for the Vikings field goal. A 49-yard attempt.
Joseph's got it. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they've had that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short, so that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one good for 37 yards. Murray now. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Rondale Moore. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Cardinals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. The touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover the hands team. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. First down, Murray. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Throwing now is Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Connor. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Now they'll have it first and goal following. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. Now Murray off play action. He'll buy some time right. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Ezra Cleveland, the guard, called for the penalty there. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is second and less than a yard. Cook following the penalty. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. A little extra pressure with this one for Greg Joseph. This to perhaps salt this one away. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we got to find two scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
First down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Murray, one final try. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Vikings, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get to stay home again next week.
It's another one.